Good evening, I'm Byron Scott with a CTV News Update. Several families are displaced following a 3-alarm fire in College Park this morning. Calls went out just after 8 this morning for a fire at the Winfield Park Apartments on the 10,100 block of Baltimore Avenue. Investigators say the blaze appears to have started on the balcony of the 3-story structure and quickly raced through the roof. Several residents lost everything they had, including Kenya Hunter.
Around about 8 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I heard beeping noise, and I went to my balcony and I saw smoke. I ran to the rooms and told everyone, get out, get up, get out. And we went back to the balcony door and it was on fire, totally just aflame. And yeah, we ran out at the nick of time because our whole apartment was just enveloped in black smoke.
A Mayday call went out for a missing firefighter following a roof collapse, but he was quickly located and was okay. 2 residents suffered very minor injuries. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. Well, Prince George's police are investigating a fatal hit and run in Adelphi. It happened at around 3:15 a.m. on the 2000 block of University Boulevard. The victim was struck while in the roadway. The driver did not remain on the scene, police say. Investigators are working to identify the victim. Anyone who may have information is asked to contact police. And the Prince George's County Educators Association and the school district are not seeing eye to eye about the teacher shortage in the school system. The system's FY24 budget submitted to the County Council in March reports a teacher shortage of more than 1,500. Since then, another 600 educators have left the system and more than 800 new teachers have been hired. Now the shortage is just under 1,200. The teachers union says that number understates the truth and that impact it will have on students.
When there's a vacancy, right? So if it's in the core content area and they're saying there's 550 of those, right? That's the number. I'm not going to dispute that number, that there are 550 core content. That means we have that times average class size of 30 for an elementary. Let's say in elementary, you have 30 kids who are not getting their basic math, their basic reading, their basic science. They're not getting those foundational skills. So you're creating educational gaps because now you're piecemealing their instruction or you're giving them larger class sizes.
The union has a meeting scheduled this week with the new superintendent, Millard House, where they will discuss their concerns regarding a variety of topics. Prince George's public schools are back in session a week from today. That means it's time to make sure your child's up to date on school vaccinations. The district is hosting free back-to-school immunization clinics for students all this week until Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Bladensburg High School. Immunizations will be given out on a first-come, first-served basis, but are limited to just 100 students per day. If your child is not able to get vaccinated this week, there will be another clinic next week at the same time at Fairmont Heights High School. Well, the Moore administration has applied for a federal grant to address transportation issues to the American Legion Bridge, I-495 and I-270. Officials say the Department of Transportation will use the funds to address transit and ride-sharing issues as well as advanced transit options and transportation enhancements along the American Legion Bridge. Funds may also be used for mark enhancements. Now, the grant request also affirms the governor's commitment to improve bike and pedestrian access in the corridor. Well, the county celebrates Minority Construction Industry Day this morning. The event, hosted by the Prince George's Office of Central Services, brought dozens of minority business owners together. Leaders discussed the $200 million in county government construction projects, as well as other construction opportunities. County Executive Angela Alsabrook says minority construction businesses are helping to build new county-run schools that are set to open soon.
We've increased procurement opportunities and business assistance across the county. This year alone, in our budget, we're offering over $17 million in business assistance for minority-owned and county-based businesses. We're including all of you in the process of building this community.
The construction industry is a significant contributor to the Prince George's County economy, with a significant number of development projects, both residential and commercial infrastructure-related projects, creating jobs in the construction industry employs thousands of Prince George's County residents.
County leaders say more than 7,900 construction companies are registered in the county. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. It's moving day for some local college students. Details up next. Stay tuned.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
An employee at a child care facility in District Heights is arrested for child abuse. 21-year-old Latasia Forbes of Bowie worked at Star Child Care Center of Marlboro Pike. She became the center of an investigation late last week. Police charged Forbes with second-degree child abuse and assault. Anyone with information on the case is asked to call 301-772-4930. And a Clinton man dies over the weekend after he was allegedly attacked by another inmate at the D.C. Department of Corrections. Police say 34-year-old Darrell Johnson was stabbed in the head and abdomen on Thursday by 30-year-old Musée Rezina. Johnson was rushed to a nearby hospital where he died on Saturday. Rezina was initially charged with assault and intent to kill, but now that Johnson has died, police say his charges will likely be upgraded to murder. And a judge rules that there's enough evidence to support a racial discrimination claim in the state fire marshal's office for a lawsuit to move forward. The case was filed by Deputy Chief Derek Chapman, who says there is a culture of racism, bullying, and harassment against African Americans. Maryland State Police have not responded to the judge's ruling. Last year, the U.S. Department of Justice announced that it's launching a civil rights investigation to determine if the agency engaged in racially discriminatory hiring and employment practices. Well, the Maryland Health Department reports its first case of locally acquired malaria. Officials say the person who contracted the mosquito-borne disease did not travel outside the U.S. and did not go to states with malaria cases. Officials say this is the first case of malaria in the state unrelated to travel in more than 40 years. Symptoms of malaria include high fever, chills, body aches, diarrhea, and vomiting. Well, Towson University is exploring its next steps after receiving some pushback on plans to add a new doctoral program. The university is seeking direction from the state on how to move forward. This after the Office of Attorney General nixed the state commission's approval vote of the program on procedural grounds. The university says its inaugural class of doctoral students for its business analytics class is ready to begin when the fall semester commences next Monday. Morgan State University has been critical of the program, saying it duplicates a program it offers. The issue, of course, duplication at Maryland colleges, is being examined by a legislative work group in Annapolis. And it was a family affair as college freshmen moved into their dormitories today. This was the scene at Bowie State University this afternoon. Alongside their loved ones, freshmen checked in, got their keys, and began moving into their new living quarters. University officials say 550 students will be housed here at the Entrepreneurship Living Learning Community, which opened back in 2021. CTV spoke with freshmen about their expectations for their first year of college.
Honestly, I'm excited to see what the next months hold for me. It's just a new opportunity, new blessing for real.
I'm excited. I'm ready to meet new people, new adventures in my life. Yeah, ready for new beginnings.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to experiencing new things.
The university says a total of 1,900 students are expected to live on campus this fall. Freshman move-in day continues tomorrow. Upperclassmen move in on Wednesday. And stay tuned, more news after the break.
Hey, sports fans, and coming up in a bit, UMD offensive coordinator Josh Gaddis and running back Ron Benhemby speak on the team's offense heading into 2023. You don't want to miss it.
Losing the fear of looking foolish comes with age.
Who did you steal him from?
Losing your way in your own home doesn't. Confusion with time and place may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Mom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's.
Welcome back. It's an effort to bridge the digital divide for low-income residents in Montgomery County. The county is giving away free computers and up to $45 off home or mobile internet. The goal is to give away 34,000 Chromebook laptops. There's a limit of one computer per household, but you must register and have an appointment to receive the device. The county is holding several distribution events in the coming days. For more information and to register, log on to montgomerycountymd.gov.
All right, everybody, it's time for your Monday Sports Page. We'll start with some college football news. Not only does the UMD football team have a lot of new players joining the team, but they also have a new coach as well. Josh Gaddis is going to his first year as the offensive coordinator for the Terps football squad. Gaddis was recently the offensive coordinator at the University of Miami before inking a 2-year deal with Maryland. And this season, Gaddis says he believes this team can compete for a Big Ten championship.
I think, the time is now for this program. I think when you look at what Coach Loxley has built here, you look upon last season and the success that was had, you look at the skilled players returning. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for us to accept the challenge and really not settle for just having success, but pushing the bar even further and further. Our kids understand the importance of that, and that's what this camp is all about. You got to work very hard. I've been fortunate to be around 2 different programs that have won this league. And before you do it, you've got to develop that desire. You've got to speak it into existence. And we got to go out there and work for a common goal each and every day. And so our kids understand the importance of this season. We're excited to get it started.
And running back Roman Hemby, who was going into his sophomore year, talked about what it's been like being coached by Gaddis.
We definitely have a great offense, and he's definitely a great coach from what I've seen so far. And I feel like we have all the tools to be whatever we want to be this season. I feel like we can take it wherever we want to take it, and I feel like he's definitely a good leader for that. I feel like we're putting athletes in space to make plays, and that's what really drives college football. When the athletes make plays and we make more explosive plays than the other team, we're going to win a lot of those games.
The Terps will take the field against Towson in their first game of the season on September 2nd. Switching gears to some WNBA news, the Washington Mystics fell to the Dallas Wings last night, 97-84. Washington is now 15-17 and will take on the Connecticut Sun next tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And wrapping up sports, our Battle of the Beltway will take place tonight as the Washington Commanders will go up against the Baltimore Ravens. The 2 teams will kick off at 8 o'clock. And that is your Monday Sports Page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thank you, Simon. Let's now get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast tonight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 70 degrees. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 83. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 82. And Thursday, partly sunny. High temperature that day is 82 degrees. And with school set to begin next Monday, CTV needs your help getting students prepared with our backpack and school supplies drive. We need your help preparing students with the supplies they need for a successful school year. You can donate any of the supplies listed on your screen from now until August 21st. For more information on how you can help, you can call 301-773-0900 at extension 222. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. See you tomorrow night. Good night.
Hey y'all, it's Aaron Johnson. My name is Marion Davis.
My name is Alexis Williams.
Elise Gentry.
Chloe Kelly, and I'm a student at Howard University.
Preparing for disasters is important to us all.
Being prepared means making sure I have access to local alerts and warnings.
In fact, as a college student, being prepared literally means making sure you know what to do in case of an emergency.
Knowing where to get accurate local alerts and warnings. Download the FEMA app today to make sure you're getting real-time weather alerts for where you live.
And one of the best ways to make sure you're prepared is to build a kit so you have what you need in an emergency.
Visit ready.gov today so you can see how to build a kit from common, everyday items you already have.
In fact, let's do this. Go to ready.gov/plan so today you and your family know what to do in case a disaster strikes.
And as always, stay bison safe
and preserve your legacy.
Ain't you?
No.